What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Took a bit of a break thanks to the coronavirus. I've been quarantining and I've been very ill. Not in the cool like 80s rap way and like borderline ready to go to the hospital. But yeah, we're gonna start the new year right, and we're gonna get right to talking about our favorite anime on this channel. So yeah, we're just going to get straight into this. We're going to be going through all 6 parts of Jojo's Bizarre Adventure, and we're going to be tier listing it. It's either going to be number 1 PogChamp, Poggers, pretty fucking good, not too bad, it's doable, and what the fuck is this shit? Now, I did not create this tier list. I was too lazy to do that. I've been really sick. I'm not sure if you can tell. I was super stoked because I had some time off from work, and I was like, I'm going to be able to crank out some videos. I was getting all these ideas. The cogs were turning, and it just didn't happen. I laid in bed. I gotta catch up on a lot of stuff as far as anime wise, so that's good, and that's why we're here today, because I was actually able to watch Stone Ocean. And so yeah, today we're going to be going over Phantom Blood, Battle Tendency, Stardust Crusaders. We got Diamond is Unbreakable, Golden Wind. Lastly, but not least, we got Stone Ocean. So I'm gonna break these down in a condensed manner, and I'm gonna place on this tier list, and I'm gonna explain why I'm placing those in that spot on the tier list. All right, so coming up first, we got Phantom Blood. Now, Phantom Blood, what do I think of this? I do have the Jojo wikis open. That way we can kind of take a glance, kind of a little refresher, because I don't know about you, but it's been a while since I've watched Phantom Blood. Phantom Blood definitely has a lot going for it. We got our introduction to everybody's favorite husbando, Dio Brando, but we don't really see Dio at his peak right here. We kind of get the introduction. We get a very adolescent and a young Dio Brando. And I wouldn't say everybody's favorite, maybe some people's favorite. We get introduced to the first in the long lineage that is the Joestars, or I guess it'd be considered the second, because we do get introduced to George Joestar. But I mean, let's be real. This is the first this is the first badass Joestar. Taking a look at this season, I would say that it's boring. Don't kill me. This season's boring. Like, you get introduced to a lot of cool characters. You get the backstory, and I guess you got to get through the muck to get to that diamond that is unbreakable. Oh, that's bad. But yeah, to get to the beauty that is the later seasons of JoJo, because it's so monumental in regards to JoJo, the anime and the manga and the entire storyline. I would say that this is definitely number 1 PogChamp for sure. All right, now we're on to part 2, and this is Battle Tendencies. And in Battle Tendencies, we finally get the first look. Things start rolling. Things start actually picking up. Your attention actually starts getting grasped and pulled into the storyline, and you actually get to see Hamon to its literal full potential. You get to see everything that the first part lays down. It really goes to the max level with this second part. There's a lot of cool stuff going on. There's a lot of cool developments, and they're taking this in a really cool way. And a lot of the characters that we get introduced, this is where we really start seeing the beginning of JoJo's potential for some bizarre characters. In this part, we do take a pause on Dio, unfortunately, and we focus on the Pillarmen, but it's actually really good. I really like the Pillarmen. They're really cool, especially for what that whole story arc is. So that being said, this is definitely number 1 PogChamp. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, oh shit, this guy's a Hamon guy, and he's just gonna shit on stands. You're wrong. So now we're getting to the good stuff here, the really just cream of the crop. We're looking at the Stardust Crusaders. We're gonna place Stardust Crusaders somewhere on this list. And watching Stardust Crusaders for the first time really is what cemented my love for the anime completely, where I was like, this is one of my favorite shows now. It's done. This is one of my favorite shows. When it introduced Jojo and the concept of the stands is really cool. Even though they just said fuck everything else that was in the first 2 seasons, they said Hamon, hardly knew her, and they just went all in on this whole new concept and completely changed everything. I respect them for that, because it could really make or break the show. So this is the thing that's also really cool about this season, is that you get to see a Joestar actually fruition. They're not ended early, so you get to actually see them. It's weird that he just randomly picked up a stand when he was an awesome hormone user in the last season, but it is what it is. Debatably, he could have got something cooler. And also what just makes this season just chef's kiss is we finally get to see Dio back, and I feel like compared to the last season, this is where he really just, you get to see him at his full potential. You just get to see him flourish. And yes, I can talk about Dio all day. He's my favorite. So that being said, Stardust Crusaders is definitely a #1 PogChamp. Next, we got Diamond is Unbreakable. Now, Diamond is Unbreakable is very interesting because just like with the last season where they said, fuck everything that you know about the story and the powers that these characters have, they're doing something else. They're not doing Hamon anymore. They said, fuck all the art that you're used to, and we're just going to do a whole new thing. At first, it was really awkward to the eye, especially the way that the noses are and stuff. It grew on me, and I appreciated it. And the story is so weird and kind of out of place with the rest of them, but I like it. I like how it's kind of like a weird horror, tracking down the serial killer type thing. And they did a good job with what it is all about. And also, just the characters in this are awesome. Even some of the wacky side characters, they did a really good job with this one. I'm going to have to give Diamond Unbreakable, it's going to go straight up to #1 PogChamp. Now, we got Golden Wind. And Golden Wind is, if I had to rank these all in order from my favorite season to my least favorite season, Golden Wind would be my top favorite. This is a season that, before I had this love for Jojo and for the anime, and Golden Wind just took the goofiness and wackiness to the absolute wackiest level. And they took it and ran with it, and I loved every episode of that, and I could not get enough of it when I was watching it. I just binged it all, and it was one of my favorite. It's my favorite season of JoJo, and you could disagree, and I know there's plenty of people that disagree, but I love this season, and yeah, it's awesome. So that being said, Golden Wind going straight up to #1 PogChamp. Now that brings us to our latest part in this anime, and that is Stone Ocean, which just released on Netflix. And being that I was sick, I was finally able to catch up and watch it. Now, Stone Ocean continues on kind of the wacky characters. There's a lot of weird characters, and I really like the tones of the show. So far, it's been really good. I'm really excited for next year when the second set of episodes comes out in the spring. I'm excited for that, and I'm really looking forward to that. Like I said with Golden Wind, it's definitely not like up there on my favorite seasons of all time, but it is definitely #1 PogChamp. You get to continue with the story of Jotaro and his daughter, and yeah, it's just sick. It's awesome. It's an awesome time. It continues a sick storyline. There's my JoJo parts tier list. I'll go ahead and link this tier maker in the description if you guys want to do it and do your own. I mean, it's kind of fun. Obviously, I'm doing something low effort that I find that it's just kind of entertaining, but especially as I'm coming off of this cold. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. But yeah, I'm excited to move forward into this new year and continue to make videos and do random stuff. And hopefully this really minuscule channel will just keep growing, and we'll build something positive out of it. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.